talk today about my core work about premature ovarian failure with bone marrow aspirated concentrate. This is what my core research area where we are doing many therapeutics we have developed for the patients, and now it's already doing into the clinics. Today, because the OTLU objective is to motivate the youngsters, create the enterprise, make them self-reliant. So this is much more I'm going to talk about today. What's the career perspective of biotechnology in human health? If you'll see many things about across, if you'll see the applied, if we want, see, there is a two things. Either you have to work for yourself, either you have to work for others. If you have to work for your work self, if you are thinking for yourself, you have to think for your body. And if you are finding, getting motivations from any of the thing, any of the disease model, any of the things inspire you, why not this direction? First thing it always people thinks, why not to do for ourselves? And this is what I have done in my career. Uh, it's almost 14 plus years. I have been in this stem cell research and regenerative medicine. I started my career from industry and later now again shifting to the academia. And it was really very challenging in that day, but you tolerate the pain, you tolerate the struggle when you are young, but you never tolerate the struggle and pain when you are old. Many challenges are there, but let me give you broad spectrum about the industry, because how biotechnology is even itself a changing. They are adopting the new culture, they are adopting the, instead of focusing on the nice publications going for the science nature or many other things, people are thinking why not to put a incubation in any small places. So even attitude, we need to develop an attitude to being self-reliant and uh, the enterprising mindset. Let me give you just a little bit of overview of this science. Many of the people since morning, these slides we have seen like what is biotechnology and other things. I'm not going to talk about what is biotechnology. The prime objective behind the biotechnology is to start in many universities is bring the technology with the help of life sciences. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
you are.
Yeah,
yes, you are.
yeah, sure. So bring the technology with the application, with regards, with respect to the life, with respect to the bios, the system, the biological process, to solve the problem or make some of the application things. This was the basic objective behind that, to bring the biotechnologies. Then in 21st century, like we call it, many developmental developments happen, apart from the DNA sequence and nucleotide nucleoside to many latest technology till flow cytometry, real-time PCR, and microarray, proteomics, genomics. These all have taken many advances, many multiple sequence alignment, micro data, annotations, protein data bank made of day of work. These all advances sprout this molecular science, bioinformatics came, pharmacogenomics came. So these all advances. Now, how to link to the human system or disease model, how to apply something. There you see, enter innovation is in two things. Either you have to diagnose, make the diagnostic system if you're working especially in human health, either diagnose or either treat. What is in this COVID? People are making the money either by either by searching for the vaccine or the treatment or the medicines. So everything we have to think, either identify or either remove them. So this is the nature. This is how our immune system is built up. Either identify for self or non-self. If non-self, remove them. So this is the basic nature. And if we think, if we correlate everything to ourselves, we can find the miracle. Definitely it will give you a little bit like a philosophy, but science and philosophy are both are siblings. Three major areas of biotechnology: medical biotech, industrial biotech, agricultural biotech. All are interlinked. Many of the questions have been asked how this biotechnology will help in agricultural biotechnology. See, environment, pollution, these all are crucial thing for life. Many of the institutions, those who are working in the lung area, ask them either COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or interstitial lung disease, or pulmonary fibrosis, asthma, any allergic conditions where the agricultural biotechnologists have huge career perspective. If you know the real work there, if you are developing, if you have worked with allergens, if you have worked on any allergic model, even smoking, if you have worked on that model, where the agricultural biotechnologists have huge role. So this is where the career industry, we all know, from the fermentation technology to monoclonal antibodies to hybridoma productions, hybridoma technology, many other industrial applications. And then the medical technology, medical biotechnology, from the all clinical diagnostics, molecular diagnostics, now the translational medicine, the immunotherapy, hematopoietic stem cell transplant, mesenchymal stem cells, amniotic fluid, cord blood banking, nanomedicine, molecular medicine, nanotheranostics, then amniotic fluid, amniotic graft, exosome, liposome, encapsulated drug delivery system. These all are the major advances in this field where we should look for that. This was the scientific definition. Now, what's the financial definition of biotech? Definitely everything. If people are living for two things, either recognition or either the financial situations of people. Recognition by the science, recognition by the job, recognition by your work, recognition by your ethics, recognition by your research work, recognition by your financial terms. So companies in any of the three areas are technically biotech. Yet for professional investor, biotech is a buzzword that mainly associate with medical care sector, usually a smaller companies that uses new technologies. See, any concepts, any innovation, any, see, leaders stands alone. If you will do something different, it's a human nature. People will ignore it. Say, what the thing you are doing? When I have started stem cell technology career, I'll tell you, I went to meet Dr. P.K. Dabe in AIMS earlier. I think it was 2006. I have not remembered exactly. Just for curiosity, I was in 6 or 9, 10. I don't remember exactly, but I went to meet for autologous chondrocyte implantation. I said, sir, this is the very good product for osteochondral desiccants. Basically, this is one of the conditions for a sports injury, full thickness articular cartilage damage. If you will use this for a sports person, because they are young person, you do not have to need, you can prevent to some extent of the knee replacement. If you're doing the knee replacement for some of the young patients, it's really challenging for their lifetime. Very poor acceptance in that days. Many, I'll not take the name, but many doctors I met in that time. Very challenging. Later on, when we have started the cases, along with Dr. Dabe, Dr. Rajgopal, to Dr. Anant Joshi, Dr. Take big names, big orthopedics name in this country, Dr. Pratik Gupta, we have worked in many collaborators until date, from that day to till date. Nowadays, we can say each 10th orthopedic clinic is doing the platelet-rich plasma or the BMAC therapy nowadays. This is the kind of acceptance we have created. We face the challenge on each and every steps. We face the challenges when we were waiting for the meeting for 6 hours, 7 hours, and in the last, thank you very much, I'll see you next day. This is the way what we have faced after developing, after working on the hard work on the bringing the technology to our country. So basically, there are, like many challenges, but that challenges always brings the opportunity. Once you do any innovative work, that will challenge the system, that will challenge yourself, because it's unique. If it's not unique, everyone can do. And if things are not easy, let us stay for long. Then if you'll see here, key biotechnology and data milestones till date. This image is developed by California Biotechnology Foundation. I have already given the image courtesy. If you'll see here into the insight into health disease, key biotechnology and data milestones, why I'm showing you, because this each area is the coming area. Nowadays, we all see, if you'll see the packaging system, you might all have seen the iPhone packaging. iPhone packaging have revolutionized, disrupted innovation of the packaging in the world for the mobile phones. So each small things, when you will absorb, you feel, you'll find the opportunity, because this is the era of precision. This is the era of personalized. Simple thing, if you are receiving sometimes some gift from someone, if they have given your name, you feel honored, you feel pampered. Oh, he have taken care of me. So this is the kind of precision everyone wants nowadays. This is the kind of personalization everywhere need. So as much precise, it will be more specific, it will be more targeted. So this is how this biotechnology era nowadays is moving towards, because much annotation is there, much specific work is there, much focus is there, much targeted work is there. That's how genomics, transcriptomics, proteomics, metabolomics, micro, wherever is the omics, people are doing annotations, curation with the help of bioinformatics. So bioinformatics is the major career aspects nowadays. Even this new educational platform have given the amazing opportunities for bioinformaticians. Then microbiome, like gut microbiome and all. Our entire life, we called it the second brain of the body is the microbiome, the gut. Gut is the second brain of the human body. And that's how where microbiome roles come, the leaky gut, the autoimmune conditions, from the IBS, interstitial bowel syndrome, to bowel disease, to Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, to prostate cancer. This is where the microbiome study is still required. Exposome, exosome. Exosome is such a notorious thing. It's found in the pericytes or the circulation system. It's a carrier vesicles. It's found on the pericytes, vacuoles. So this exosome you can use as a nanotherapeutic drug delivery system as well as the therapeutic system. It plays like a double sword. It can be work like an encapsulated drug delivery to the pancreas or either where we cannot reach. Let's say an example of the disease, spinal cord injuries. Christopher Reeve died. That's how this stem cells came into the picture. First clinical trial in 2002, registered for in Christopher Reeve Foundation, University of California, Irvine. So if you'll see the Christopher Reeve, the Superman, when got a spinal cord injury, he have funded his own money to Christopher Reeve Foundation formed. And then later President Reagan died with Alzheimer. Then many debates happen on many televisions. And then California Institute of Regenerative Medicine, CIRM, have been formed for the dedicated central bodies to allocate the fund for the stem cell research in the US. So many developments happen. This is the way, because challenges came. Challenges gives the opportunity. So if you'll see how to, wherever we cannot deliver the drug, like the system, like neurological conditions, you are not going to open the brain, like Alzheimer, Parkinson, cerebral ataxia, multiple sclerosis, autism, cerebral palsy, muscular dystrophy, this kind of indication, where, which kind of cells, what should be the cellular therapy products, what should be the drug delivery system. Even in a spinal cord injury, let's say someone got the cervical injury, thoracic injury, or dorsal injury. You are doing the route of administration is still the lumbar puncture, L3, L4, go through the CSF fluid. What exactly should be the targeted therapeutic? Similarly, for let's say an example one, age-related macular degeneration or the retinitis pigmentosa, why not go to the intravitreal? So these all things more precise, more targeted. So where this nanomedicine, nanotheranostics, nanotherapeutics comes into the picture. Then many other area like liposome. Nowadays in aesthetics, liposome is another area of to think where the career is there, where you can create many things, very poor patent worldwide, and the best opportunity still is many of the companies are struggling with their patent are expiring. So these all giving the opportunity in this decade. Then industry at a glance. India is among top two destination for biotechnology. One thing is very clear: where there is the population, there is the business. It's a simple thumb rule. Wherever is the population, there is the business opportunity. So you can find out, and still we are developing country, and with advancing brain. The condition here, we are this generation, everyone wants a resource. Everyone wants to be a self-reliant. कोई भी काम छोटा बड़ा नहीं होता, चाहे छोले भटूरे ही कोई क्यों नहीं बनाता हो. The thing is, whatsoever the thing is, think what we can do. The industry comprises more than 2,700 biotech startups and 2,500 biotech companies in the country. India has 665 FDA approved plants, the US 44% of the global abbreviated new drug application ANDA, and more than 1,400 manufacturing plants which are compliant with WHO. The Indian biotechnology industry is $63 billion in 2019 and is forecast to reach $150 billion by 2015, 2025. Even if you'll see the 2025, the contributing on the Indian biotechnology industry in the global biotechnology market is expected to grow to 19% from 3% in 2017. Biopharmaceutical sector is the largest in biotech industry, accounting for 62% of the total revenue, followed by bioagriculture with 14% and bioservices with 18% in 2019. Bioservices, one new word we have given here, which accounted for 16% of the biotechnology industry in India, is becoming a leading destination for clinical trial, contract research, and manufacturing activities in the country. Because you can outsource this kind of work from outside. You can bring the business to our country to build the economy. That's how this is the bioservices. Those countries explore that. Which product into the market? They are in IND state. Ask them, collaborate them. Multi-centric trial. Are you looking for multi-centric studies? Bring that project to country. We will do in our facility. So this is the way individual person can write them. An individual MSc student can write them. Sir, I want to bring your product to India. Are you willing for multi-centric project, multi-centric study in our country? And then talk to your, because if you have the some kind of this kind of product which are bringing the products, any university will give you platform to work, not an individual company. First talk to them. If you have something in your hand, go to any university. If we are bringing something, every researcher, and this is the mindset of our, every researcher will give the opportunity to collaborate. Everyone wants something. Everyone wants something innovative. Everyone wants some name. This is how things move. Why pursue a career in biotechnology? A unique interdisciplinary combination of biology, chemistry, mathematics, and physics. This is how, this is the holistic approach. Mathematics I have given you because without biostatistics, you cannot do any research data analysis. So biostatistician is equally important as one of the core researcher who have planned the entire research. If you don't have significant data precision method, you cannot do anything. So every single person have very precise role. If you don't have the biophysicist, like who will study for your any microscopic data? Either any of the microscope, who are going to study for you? Even the nanomedicine, 60, 70% of your nanomedicine part comes from the physics. Who are going to analyze your bio, and who will divide? There's many devices, CNT, nanotubes, nanoparticles, nanowires. These all are correlated with physics. So biotechnology is not only the life sciences or allied healthcare. It's that's how our understanding is, where we are lacking, we don't understand. We limit ourselves. We feel, oh, this is the well, this is our world. Boss, this planet Earth is our world. Or beyond that, beyond that. Because this is the time to be precise, but simultaneously through the holistic approach. We have to think holistically. And if we are not thinking holistically, we cannot bring the application products. This is what the challenge is. This is where is the opportunity is. I always appreciate challenges. I love this COVID pandemic because this have made, adopted many culture. Any challenges give you the disruptive innovations. And this is what the opportunity. That's why we are talking here on this platform today. We never thought we will be able to do this kind of educational activities on sitting in the home. It's saving many of the cost. It's saving many of the time. It given the high productivity rate. I'm working on one market research data where how this online education affecting the time management and the work output of the work. And still in 7 months, we are on the basic statistics and it have increased the 43% of the productivity of the human being. This is a very preliminary data I'm sharing you. So this is the every innovation, every challenges are giving the opportunities. Then innovation and exciting research projects. invent useful technology for agriculture, healthcare, medicine, industrial processes, and environmental management. Intellectual challenging and financially rewarding, explore wide range of interdisciplinary specialization, and work for the welfare of the society. The rising potential of biotechnology in India is continuing to increase the number of career opportunities for the aspiring candidates. Top biological careers. This is already well discussed by Dr. Rasmi. I'm not going to cover these slides, but just for your overview, this is you can go through the slides. Rising trends in healthcare industry. If you'll see this year, artificial intelligence. This is what the Google commands, Siri, this all. So simultaneously, this robotic surgery, many things, automations, robots, these all things like coming into the picture, and everyone wants to ease the life. Artificial intelligence, robotics, 3D bioprinting, innovative medical devices. Nowadays, many drug delivery systems came or innovative medical device. Now, earlier people were doing the fat grafting, just put the facial fat grafting by the cannula. Now, battery-based syringes came for more precision. Sir, you have to inject the 20 units of the Botox. You need the syringe to inject that. So this kind of innovative medical device you can think for how to ease. Think one area that will give you the career opportunity. Don't think this is the sea. In this sea, find where is the pearl is. If you are focusing on that pearl, where there is the opportunity. Regenerative medicine, genomics, personalized medicine like gene therapy, genome editing. Even we call it more after personalized precision therapeutics. Precision is more appropriate word even for the personalized. Personalized may be autologous stem cell transplant, but precision is gene therapy, genome editing, CAR T, TCR, this kind of things. So backbone of rising biotechnology potential in India is entrepreneurship, innovation, developing domestic talent, and demonstrating value-based care. Entrepreneurship and innovation. Given the long history of diseases in India, the country has enormous space for innovation in healthcare technology. India is working to boost the biotechnology sector under the flagship program such as Make in India and Startup India. Increase in the number of biotech incubators will boost research and promote growth of a startup. This is critical for the success of the Indian. See, target where is the like many of the government have a startup schemes, skill India. They are giving for the training centers to encourage the youngster to become find out either you have interest into the trainers as a trainer, join them as a trainer, learn something. This is how the career there for the students. Many government initiatives there, biotech clinical trials, biotech parks. Many biotechnology parks and incubators are established across the country by the DBT under the Ministry of then DST. And so basically translate, you need to have your own hypothesis. Even if you have hypothesis, give the proposal to the startup company. You have some idea, talk to any, Google it, network on LinkedIn, join some groups. This kind of on LinkedIn, on Twitter is for just for politics. LinkedIn, Insta for immediate business, Facebook for general networking. So use the platform of the social media in an innovative way, in a constructive way. And the government at present supports 9 biotechnology parks in various states, with the bulk being in the southern region of the country. Then many careers like translational medicine, already discussed by Dr. Saurabh. It is based on 3 pillars: bedside, laboratory, bedside, clinical or hospital, and community. This is, we call it BBC. This is our short term. Translational health is literally to go like a media of the BBC. This is what I call. So it's basically BBC approach is bedside, and community. And this is the way, if you'll think, you will bring the products, you will bring the enterprise, you will become the self-reliant. So it is an interface between basic science and clinical medicine. Translational happens while applying knowledge gained through fundamental research in the lab towards new ways to diagnose and treat diseases. Then another area, because my area is stem cells, I have been working in a stem cell field for the last 15 years. So this is how I'll give you some of the idea here. Career in stem cell translational health. Stem cell transplant, cord blood banks, bone marrow transplant center. Any biotechnologist, MSc students, if they are good in centrifuge handling, even simple centrifuge handling, say basic cell culture lab training, find out who is the hematologist pursuing the bone marrow transplant. Learn the apheresis technique, learn the flow cytometry, try to bang them. Just write an mail, sir, I'm MSc in this. I want to work on your lab. I want to work with you, sir. I want to learn something. No one say no in direct way. Yeah, fine. One person have said no. Second, third, India is 1.3 billion populated country where many doctors are doing the BMT. Many good hospitals are doing the BMT. Even if you'll see the name like Dr. Dharma Chaudhary in BL Kapoor to Dr. Al Bhargav in Fortis to the CMC Vellore to Tata Memorial, many hospitals search this kind of where people are doing the BMT. This kind, see, transfusion medicine, the blood banks, BMT, IVF without embryologist. These people cannot do without this. Now, many opportunities like those orthopedic surgeon, gynecologists, those who are doing stem cells, target them. If they are doing a stem cell, sir, you need a biotechnologist to prepare the cells, to prepare the PRP, to prepare the adipose stem cells. These are the direct technician or research associate job, because you can not only you can build your career, you can build the money as well, because you are doing the job. Collect their data, publish the paper, ask them, sir, I want to register the PhD in some university and will work with you. Talk to them like that. Everyone need facilitation. Think in bidirectional, multi-directional way. Talk to some private university, pay the fee. Don't worry, sir, I want to do PhD, can I enroll under you and I work there? No one say no if you'll bring the paper in the Nature or Science or any other good reputed journal. So this is the way we need to think. This is the way you have to diverse yourself. Then immunotherapy, gene therapy, targeted therapy. And I will tell you, this is not a primitive science. I will tell you now after this, more than 100 company name with 100 FDA approved product in cell-based therapy and immunotherapy. And let me tell you some of the products, very interesting, whatever I have remembered right now. I'll tell you some of them. Like I have already told many times today, Epsidane is, this is the APAC Biotech. Epsidane is an autologous monocyte derived mature dendritic cell vaccine. It was approved in India in 2017 for the treatment of prostate cancer, ovarian cancer, colorectal cancer, and non-small cell lung carcinoma. This is one of the immunotherapy product. And if you're thinking dendritic cell vaccine is hard to work, it's not much hard. You simply need some clean room. And apart from that, it's a CD14 cells, interleukin 4, cell culture basic techniques, and you can bring your own dendritic cell vaccine, because once they have approved the product for some company, you can also make, you're not copying their protocol. You can copy, you can bring some, even someone have the basic thing. People can bring the generation 2, 3, 4, 5, anything you can bring. And this is how things are. Like another product is Probenja. Probenja is from Dendrion. This is autologous cellular immunotherapy for the treatment of asymptomatic or minimally symptomatic metastatic castrate-resistant prostate cancer, especially when hormone refractory happen. This is the BLA approved by FDA in 2010, not today. Another product is Immune Cell LC by GC Pharma. It's basically anti-cancer cell immunotherapy made with T lymphocyte, which are incubated and activated after extraction from the blood of a patient. And this is conditionally approved in 2007 in South Korea. Then another product is Ceravax RCC. Ceravax by JW Seragene. This is again a dendritic cell vaccine intended to treat metastatic renal cell carcinoma, for which nephrectomy can be performed. And this is again approved in Korea in 2007. Many other Chondron by some Korean company. It's autologous chondrocyte implantation. Osron by autologous osteoblast implantation for osteonecrosis, avascular necrosis. Tygenix by Germany. Then another product by Yescarta, Kite Pharma, a Gilead company. Yescarta is basically CAR T cell therapy, chimeric antigen receptor T cell engineering products. So it's basically for treatment of B cell malignancy, such as non-Hodgkin lymphoma, acute lymphoblastic ALL, you can say mantle cell lymphoma, CLL, chronic lymphoid leukemia, and diffuse large B cell lymphoma. This is again FDA approved product in October 2017. And even approved by the EC in August 2018, approved by Health of Canada in February 2019. Then another product by Novartis Pharma, Chimera. Chimera is again a CAR T cell therapy product indicated for the treatment of ALL, acute lymphoblastic leukemia, chronic lymphoid leukemia, and diffuse large cell B cell lymphoma. And this is patient up to 25 years of age. And again, FDA approved in August 2017. Then many other products, T-Cartus by Kite, a Gilead company. T-Cartus is again a CAR T therapy designed to treat mantle cell lymphoma. And again, it's FDA approved in July 2020. Then another product, some of the gene therapy products, we are thinking, oh, gene therapy, it's still very experimental. No doubt it's experimental. We need to do the clinical trials, but many approved product simultaneously into the market, like Imlygic. Imlygic is one of the product by Amgen. Imlygic is basically weakened forms herpes simplex virus type 1, which is commonly called the cold sore virus. We all know that. Indicated for the local treatment of unresectable cutaneous, subcutaneous, and the nodal lesion in the patient with melanoma recurrent after initial surgery. This is again EMA approved product in 2015 and US FDA in October 2015. And Australian TGA also have given approval in June 2016. Then another product is colatagene, colatagene by Angis, a gene therapy consisting of intramuscular injection of plasmid, DNA coding for hepatocyte growth factor. And basically the objective to grow blood vessels. And many people have used it into the critical limb ischemia as well, one of the peripheral vascular disease. And this product is approved in Japan in February 2019. Another product is Jolkensma. Jolkensma is by Novartis Gene Therapies. Novartis Jolkensma is basically, you can say, I don't know the chemical composition, but this is adeno-associated virus vector-based gene therapy, and it's approved by the FDA for pediatric patient less than 2 years of age with spinal muscular atrophy, including those who are pre-symptomatic at diagnosis. And another approval they have given in March in Japan, March 2020, and for asthma use, European Medical Agency have also given approval in 2020. Another product I have remembered is Gintelgo. Gintelgo by Bluebird Bio. Gintelgo is again a ex vivo lentiviral based gene therapy, and this is a functional copy of the beta globin gene in a patient hematopoietic stem cells. And beta globin, that means sickle cell anemia, is another area where it can be used. Beta thalassemia is another area it can be used. Then Strimbelis by GSK, or we all know GlaxoSmithKline. So Strimbelis is an again ex vivo stem cell gene therapy, which are retroviral vector encoding adenosine deaminase gene transfer, and it's again into hematopoietic stem cell or progenitor cells. So it's indicated for basically adenosine deaminase severe combined immune deficiency, SCID, and it's approved by EMA in May 2016. Another product is Gendicine by Sengen Genentech. This is again a recombinant adenovirus engineer. It's a wild 53 express designed to treat patients with tumors which have mutated p53 genes. And Gendicine, remember that first gene therapy product approved by clinical use in humans. And it was approved in China in 2003. Another product by Spark Therapeutics is Luxturna. Luxturna is again adeno-associated viral vector gene therapy indicated for RPE65 mediated inherited retinal dystrophies. And it's approved in December 2017. Many cell therapy stem cell based product into the market. Queen cell, we all know Queen cell, enterogen. It's a autologous mesenchymal stem cell for the connective tissue disorders. Then QP stem by Enterogen, again autologous adipose derived mesenchymal stem cell for reduced inflammation and regenerate damaged joint tissues. Even people are using in Crohn's fistula, and it's approved by South Korean FDA in 2012. Then Kerahil by Biosolutions, again it's a keratinocyte based cell therapy for the treatment of second degree burns. Many Appligraph is there, Appligraph, many products. Then Kerahil Biosolutions by hydrogel type allogenic keratinocyte therapy product for the treatment of second degree burn. HPC cord blood banks, which given the blood works, I forget the indication, but I think it was for hematopoietic and immunological reconstitutions in the patient which have the GBSD or some gone through the chemo or myeloablative treatments. Then another product is Holoclar. It's by Chessy Pharmaceuticals. Holoclar is cell therapy for limbal stem cells. Even in limbal stem cells in our country, if you'll see the Dr. Madhavan Group, H. Madhavan Group in Sankar Netrale, or in L.V. Prasad Eye Institute in Hyderabad by Dr. D. Balasubramaniam Group. So they have developed some products. Stempucell by Stemputics Bangalore have developed adipose-derived products for Berger disease. Then Clivocord, HPC cord blood bank, Cleveland cord blood centers. They have given one product for unrelated donor hematopoietic progenitor cells transplantation in conjunction with appropriate preparative regimen for immunologic reactions. Then Neuronata R, it's by Core Stem. It's again autologous bone marrow mesenchymal cell therapy approved for ALS, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, one of the motor neuronal disease. Cellgram AMI by FCB Pharmicell. It's bone marrow derived mesenchymal stem cell injection for the acute myocardial infarction. Acute AMI is one of the cardiac indications. Many, even Dr. Sandhu group in earlier, Dr. Sandhu nowadays in Artemis Hospital, Gurgaon, but in earlier he was doing the clinical trial in RNR Hospital, Delhi. And they were doing from the bone marrow derived stem cells, patient own bone marrow, they're taken from the iliac crest, concentrated it as a mononuclear cells, and given both way by through the coronary artery as well as directly into the myocardium. So many people are doing many n number of product. Labib by Fibrocell. Labib is fibroblast cells, and it's again approved into 2011 for the nasolabial fold wrinkles. It's just for as a filler for cosmetic use. Temcell, as many CAR T-SEM, Estimare, Cure Skin, Hemacord, Stempucell, Caloderm, Rosemere, Alpha, and many other products. If you'll see tissue engineer products like Epicell, Osron, Messi, Omnicraft, Cardiocell, Spherox, Renova cells, Virginex. I can tell you many number of products into the market and number of products. Appligraph by organogenesis, Dermagraft by organogenesis, Jack by GTech, chondrocyte implantation, OrthoASI by OrthoCell, Novacart 3D by Esuclap Biologics. So, n number of development going on. Why I'm telling you this all company with product, this is the career destination. Those students who are looking for opportunity to bring into the, there is not only the for the job, you can take the distributorship to the India, market them, establish them, become the partner for them, become the managing director of that company for India wing, set up for them. Everyone wants a business, everyone. At the end of the so if any practices runs at the end either what we have in our pocket, and this is the real fact of the life. So OTLU Academy vision is here now, a starting point, a platform for hands-on training and extended learning in applied biological science subjects. Our first phase vision is certificate and diploma program in the stem cells, molecular medicine, and regenerative medicine. Second is full-fledged master degree level course with industrial training experience. This is what we are intended to bring our own institute to start some of the master degree level course. And third, no doubt, always I feel in dream big and think big. If you'll not make the your thought to a great destination, at least you will be not able to reach the 50% of the things. So milestone 3 is dedicated institute with a profound global network for excelling in advancing healthcare technologies, where innovation is fostered and the students are prepared for employability in healthcare industry. Currently, we are successfully running fellowship course and diploma in cosmetic gynecology and regenerative medicine for gynecologists, plastic surgeon, and dermatologists. And we do run a fellowship course in stem cell and regenerative medicine for doctors for last 5 years. And we have successfully trained more than 1,500 doctors across the globe, more than 50 countries doctors. So thank you so much.